Hi, I'm Prince Love live from planet Earth. You are watching Chixxflix. Um, we got to get into a heavy discussion today. Apparently, a young man was found hanging in the middle of a university, Delta State University in Mississippi. Trey Reed, apparently. Very sad. We're going to go into the details of it to find out, to really think about, hey, was this him done unto himself, or did somebody do this to him? You know, we also got to talk about our second topic is going to be the Epstein files. Once again, this thing keeps coming up. Cash Patel, FBI director, he's being asked about it, and he is now saying that Jeffrey trafficked those girls to no one. Apparently, Jeffrey wanted all the girls to himself on that big island, and apparently there is no further suspects. So that's what we got to get into today. But we're going to start with this Trey Reed thing. So apparently, Delta State University staff found the body of Demar Travion Trey Reed, a 21-year-old student, hanging from a tree in the middle of campus on Monday morning. His death set off a wave of mourning across the university and prompted the cancellation of events. So he was just found. This 20-year-old student was found hanging in the middle of the campus, and you find that obviously to be disgusting, but very interesting. It also says Mississippi Free Press at approximately 7:05 a.m. University police was notified of what appeared to be a body of a black male hanging from a tree at Central Campus. Delta State University Chief of Police Michael Peeler, we later identified the male subject. Okay. Um, so Bolivar County Deputy Coroner Murray Rourke told the Mississippi Free Press in a interview that he assisted his colleague, Deputy Coroner Dwayne Proctor, in examining Reed's body. Contrary to rumors on social media, Rourke said he saw no evidence of broken arms or legs. So I don't know if you guys saw, but on TikTok they're saying that Trey Reed has broken arms. I mean, broken legs. Well, the deputy is saying, the police is saying, hey, there was no sign of broken arms. There's no sign of broken limbs, no broken legs. That is, as of what we know now, that's a lie, that he didn't have that. There's apparently some guy on TikTok saying he's a cousin of Trey Reed or the brother and saying his legs were broken before he got hanged. But the police is saying, hey, no, 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 there was no signs of that, right? So you're gonna go with this TikTok or are you gonna go with the police? I'm gonna go with what the police is saying on this one. Um, so yeah, he doesn't have any broken legs, doesn't have any broken arms, right? Um, and so they're still investigating right now. The family has been spoken to, but they haven't really said anything yet. And that's what it is currently. That's all the details we have currently. But people are saying, hey, no, 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 he was lynched. People are saying, no, 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 he was hanged. Somebody did this to him in the middle of campus. A guy, if he's going to go out, he's just going to do that. But you would think if, hey, he's going to go out, then he's gonna go out in a different way. Most people would think you're not going to hang yourself in the middle of a campus. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't see that every day. You don't see that every year, as a matter of fact. So people are wondering, hey, what's going on with this? Who did this? Isn't there supposed to be cameras around the university? Is any footage recovered from this? There's no video footage in the middle of the campus. I would think you would have cameras, right? So there's also that. The family hasn't said much, so we're all wondering what they got to say. Hey, if we're going to, so there's two ways we can look at this. We could say somebody hanged him, or it's a suicide. So if we're going to go with the left, where we say, oh, he took his own life. Okay, cool. Did he have any mental issues? Was he going through depression? Was he a loner? Did he have any friends? The family still hasn't really told us much yet. And I guess the investigations going on, students are getting interviewed, of course, faculty, of course. So we're going to find out if he had any issues at all, mentally. And then there's a side of, well, someone did this to him. And then you would have to go, okay, is there any cameras that are watching this? Is there any footage, anything to let us know that, hey, Trey Reed was hanged by someone, some sort of evidence? And right now they're doing the investigation, so we don't know yet. Now, what if you're going to go with that side? Apparently, there was um another hanging right there in Mississippi. Um, Apparently not too far from that university either. Far from that university, reports of a hanging near the Amerstar Casino. They found a homeless black man in his 30s named Corey Zukatis, I do not pronounce that, hanging from a tree in a wooded area on Washington Street. Vicksburg police have confirmed that his death is not connected to the hanging incident at Delta State University of yesterday. So you got two men hanged, one black. I don't know if this other guy is black. I think, let me see. Let me Google, make sure he's, let me see. Corey. So you got two men hanged. You got Trey Reed, and you got the Corey guy, and he's a white man. Both in Mississippi, one after the other. Trey Reed happened Monday. This guy happens. This guy Corey happened today. So you got one after the other. Today's Tuesday. Trey Reed happened yesterday. And now you would have to go, well, wait a minute. Two back to back? What's going on here? Is there like a statement being made? Is there something going on? That would make me think that this is being done with intent and this is being done onto the men. However, it's also weird to look at this and say that because Trey Reed didn't have any broken arms, any broken legs. You know, if you're gonna hang somebody, they're gonna fight you back, especially if they don't want their own life taken, right? They're gonna fight you back. They might have an arm broken. To get them up there to hang them, you might have to break an arm. You might have to break a leg. But if you're found with no arm, no legs broken, and you're hanging in the middle of a campus, some people are going to say, hey, he unalived himself, right? The TikToker was saying his legs were broken. The police is saying no limbs were broken, no legs, no arms. We're going to go with the police on that one. We're not going to listen to some random TikToker. So you're looking at it and you're like, wait, what's going on? And right now we don't have that many details. My opinion so far, and this is like day one, it's looking more on the side of he took his own. The evidence would point to him taking his own life, especially if there's no video footage and his legs are not broken, his arms aren't broken, and he's just hanging. It would point more to that, but I would still find that to be so weird because that's how you want to go out in the middle of campus, hanging yourself. Like that's the way you want to go out. What was going on with him mentally? Did he have friends? Like, was he a loner? There's questions that need to be answered. So we gotta wait for the details. But so far, that's all we got. That's all we got. We got this other guy hanged, but he's a white man. He's not even a black man. This other guy, Corey, who was hanged today, today, Tuesday, and Trey Reed hanged yesterday, Monday. You got two men hanged, one black, one white. The police are saying these two incidents had nothing to do with each other. Trey Reed doesn't have any broken legs or arms, so there wasn't a tussle or a fight, it seems. The Corey guy, we don't know too much about him yet, but we would have to see if there was a fight between him and someone else. Did he have any broken arms or legs? Can you connect the two? We would need more details with this Trey Reed guy. We know nothing of him now. The family hasn't come out and said anything about his mental health. So we know nothing about him right now. That's the honest to God's truth. So we'll see what happens. I'll keep you guys updated, but right now we don't know that much. You can speculate, but right now it's not looking like anything is hitting too much, like anything is connecting too much together. But to do that in a campus, Yeah, we would need to know more about this guy's mental. We don't even know if he was a good student. Like we need to know more about his thought processes. But that's what's going on so far. So very sad that he's 21, very young. Wish he didn't lose his life. We'll find out what's happening. We'll find out what's going on. We'll find out more details about this guy. I'm sure they're talking to faculty. I'm sure they're talking to students. So that's what I have to say about that so far. I'll definitely keep you guys updated. Um, we have we have Cash Patel, and he's getting asked about Epstein once again. He's getting asked about Epstein, and I want to go into that. But before I do, I want to get into I want to kind of talk about. Do I want to talk about JD? Because JD did something that made me realize something. I don't even know if I want to continue to go into the cash thing. But JD did something. Hold on, guys. So I'm gonna get into this before we get into the to what I want to get into. But JD JD goes and apparently like the Charlie Kirk situation. That's what I'm talking. That's what we're talking about right now. Charlie Kirk situation. All these conservatives, all these Republicans, conservatives, they all want Charlie Kirk's. All the conservatives want Charlie Kirk's audience. They all want it. Megyn Kelly, Ben Shapiro, Nick Fuentes, anyone, Matt. Well, I don't know too much about Matt. He seems genuine, but everyone else, they all want his audience. They want Charlie Kirk's audience. Megyn Kelly tried to cry on her show. She couldn't get a tear out. Nick Fuentes, whenever he talked about Charlie, he had nothing positive to say, right? Ben Shapiro, I don't know what he thinks this is, but dude, you're not getting Charlie's audience. Charlie has a Christian audience. They're not following you, the guy with the small hat on his head that believes in another whole thing. They're not following you. But they all want his audience. Now you have JD coming in and hosting the Charlie Kirk show yesterday, right? And he's doing nothing different from Trump, stirring up division, saying things about the left. Oh, we can't unite with these people that celebrate Charlie Kirk being unalived. We can't do that. Oh, Charlie Kirk didn't say this, he said that. Nothing new that you would go, wow, JD, this is really like some good stuff. And with JD Vance hosting Charlie Kirk's show, you know what it made me realize? Yo, this guy cannot win one election on his own. This guy will never be able to win the presidency. There's nothing appealing about JD Vance. There's literally him hosting the Charlie Kirk show made me realize there's nothing appealing. There's nothing to him that would make you go, I gotta vote for this guy. He's definitely not different from Trump because he's backing Trump right now, and they're both in the White House. So with JD, you're gonna get more illegal immigrants. You're gonna get a worse economy. You're gonna get more gaslighting, especially about this Epstein stuff that won't go away, right? Because they're lying about it. You're not gonna get anything new from JD. JD is the same, like refurbished politician, only less funny, less charming, less cool than Trump, right? Someone you really would not hang out with, someone who seems stuck up, right? Um, you're gonna get a lot more of that. So with JD Vance hosting the Charlie Kirk show, it made me realize, dude, you will never be president. You can't win a presidency on your own. And you know what it makes me think? It makes me think, is the plan to get Trump out with these Epstein files and put JD in? Does anyone think JD can win anything on his own? Can he win a presidency on his own? Does anyone think that? From the moment he went into business, he was pushed up and propped up by Peter Thiel, the AI guy. Millions of dollars. Gave him like JD Vance will not be able to be president. And that, like, I know y'all probably think, really, Prince, him hosting a podcast made you realize? Well, it made me realize a lot of it. He's not appealing. He's not cool. He's going to be more of Trump, so he's going to bring in more illegal immigrants. We're going to get a worse economy. He says nothing different from Trump. Him and Trump is in the White House, and there's nothing going on that makes you go, wow, this is amazing. When JD talks, he's just propping up Trump. Like, he's not, like, it makes you wonder, is the plan to push with these Epstein files, because they're not covering up properly, onto Trump? You get Trump out, you impeach him, and then you push JD in. Is that the plan? Because I don't think he can win anything on his own. I don't think he can win this on his own. I just don't see anyone really going, I'm going to vote for this guy. He was picked for vice president. Nobody of the general population chose JD. He has nothing, like, whenever you see him too, it's just like, he's doing this like sneaky, like, I'm racist, but I'm not racist. I got a brown wife, but I'm a little bit on the racist side. Like, there's a video of Charlie Kirk naming like 4 black women and saying they don't have the brain processing power to be great. JD goes on Charlie Kirk's podcast. He didn't say this or that about black women. Well, the quote that everyone's using, he may not have said, but what he said was a lot worse. Charlie Kirk named like 4 black women and said, hey, they don't have brain processing power. Bro, JD Vance wants to take pictures with Daniel Penny, a white man that snuck behind a black guy on the train, choked him out, unalived him. He invited him to the White House as well, took pictures with him. Like, JD. There's nothing about this guy that's appealing, nothing about this guy that would ever make me vote for him. And yeah, I don't see him winning anything on his own at all. But that's just my opinion anyway. So Kash Patel is in front of Senate, and he's getting asked questions about this Epstein thing. This Epstein thing will not go away. Kash Patel is asked about, Kash Patel is asked on my phone. Kash Patel is asked, did any of the girls get trafficked to anyone other than Epstein on the island? Kash Patel says no. The case files that he's seen on the case, and he said he's seen most of them, Jeffrey Epstein only trafficked dozens of girls to himself. Hundreds of girls to himself. He didn't traffic the girls to other men. A big island, mind you, but apparently Epstein didn't traffic these young girls to men. It was just all for him. He was that greedy. I'll actually show you the video. It's right here. I'll actually show you the video. We'll watch the video right now.
I want to ask you about the Epstein files. Have you seen the Epstein files?
I have not reviewed the entirety of it myself, but a good amount.
You've seen most of the files. Who, if anyone, did Epstein traffic these young women to besides himself?
Himself. There is no credible information. None. If there were, I would bring the case yesterday that he trafficked to other individuals. And the information we have, again, is limited.
So the answer is no one?
For the information that we have.
In the files?
In the case file.
I want to.
So apparently he trafficked the girls to no one. You just heard Kash Patel said, well, the evidence we have right now, he didn't traffic the girls to anyone. He just took them off for himself. That's what they're telling us. That's the narrative they're going with. And a lot of us thought that's what they were going to go with. But we all thought it was crazy, and that's what they're going with. They're going with Jeffrey Epstein had an entire island where he would traffic young girls. And he would traffic them to himself and himself only. He apparently had no client list. There were apparently no men on there for the girls or men given to the girls, and that all these girls that Jeffrey Epstein trafficked, all these survivors we even see on TV, they're all lying, and it's really that they were all brought to only Epstein. That's what they're telling us. Do you see how stupid they think you are? They think you're stupid. Now, obviously, I have to say allegedly, everyone knows that that's a lie. Allegedly, Epstein was trafficking young girls to other men. He was doing this all the time for years. You might think you're rich, your most wealthiest men on the planet, most influential men on the planet who are pervs. This is who he would traffic them to. This is who everyone thinks. This is what everyone thinks. This is an alleged thing. But it's really not alleged because the survivors even tell us, hey, we were being assaulted by men, very powerful men. And this is where it gets really nasty, and you have to go, no wonder no one trusts any of the institutions. No wonder no one trusts the FBI, CIA. If you're going to come in front of Senate and say, hey, Jeffrey Epstein had an island of girls that he trafficked to himself and himself only, and he didn't traffic them to any other men, and we don't have the evidence to say that he trafficked young girls to men, then why would we trust the FBI? Why would we trust the CIA? That's why no one believes in the institutions. Why would we trust you, any of you? You're protecting these disgusting men. Very disgusting, very bad. This is not going away anytime soon. It's bad. Like, it's just nasty. I don't know if he just thinks we're stupid. I don't know. They'll go along with it. They're the public. Like, just bad. Just bad. I want to remind you to please follow my Facebook, follow the TikTok, the Twitch, the Twitter, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Put your notifications on YouTube if they're not, so you know when I go live. Because sometimes when you subscribe, you still don't get notified. So put your notification bell on when you subscribe on YouTube. Did I have any other topic? I feel like I had another topic. I feel like I said some stuff on TikTok the other day, and people got mad at me for saying it. I do want to say this though before I go. I want to say it's absolutely okay for anyone to have a disagreement or to criticize Charlie Kirk. No one has to suck up to Charlie Kirk or to not criticize him because you like him. It's freedom of speech. The right always talks about freedom of speech, except when it comes to Charlie Kirk. Now you want to get people fired from their jobs, harassed. They're harassing HBCUs. They're harassing black colleges. It's so bad that some of the faculty have to be escorted to their cars. Like, these white people are harassing everyone. They're trying to bully everyone, even other white people that they call liberals. They're harassing everyone over Charlie Kirk. It's okay to make fun of Charlie Kirk. It's okay to talk trash about Charlie Kirk. No one has to feel good or give him grace because he's no longer with us. The guy didn't even believe in empathy. He had nothing good to say about black people. We damn sure don't have to respect him. You will not bully us. You can keep calling HBCUs and threatening, but just remember, we got pew pews too. No one has to like Charlie Kirk just because you like Charlie Kirk. No one has to not say anything negative about him because you liked him. That's not how the world works. So I wanted to say that. Like, you see people getting fired from their job, people are fighting over this. like over Charlie Kirk, a guy that goes on college campuses and debates. Bro, y'all are calling people jobs over Charlie Kirk. Y'all are getting people fired over Charlie Kirk. Y'all are fighting over Charlie Kirk. Y'all are calling HBCUs, historically black colleges, over Charlie Kirk and threatening the staff over Charlie Kirk. What is going on? Like, just disgusting, bro. Over Charlie Kirk. Anyway, I find it to be stupid. Like, what's going on? Anyway, protect yourselves, please, people, because these people are like, I thought the right was for freedom of speech. Apparently, they're not for freedom of speech if it involves you criticizing Charlie Kirk. You can't criticize Charlie Kirk because the right wants to take your freedom of speech away when for years they're saying they're the party of freedom of speech. Doesn't seem like it to me. Seems like you're getting people fired from their jobs, whether that's blacks or whites, and it's disgusting. What else did I want to say before I leave? What else did I want to say? I did also make a take. I was talking about, the community, black community, our community. I was just talking about, the single mother household, how it's a really big problem. And it's not just on black women, it's on black men. A good way to keep your community in poverty as black men is to get a bunch of women pregnant, not have a career of your own, you have no money, and just be like, oh, well, it's okay. That's a good way. And I said that people got like mad at me. And it's like, well, that's what's been happening. We see it all around us, and it's disgusting. It needs to stop. I'm saying it again because you guys got pissed last time I said it. Do I need to go into detail about this? I don't think I need to. Please remember to subscribe. Please follow, all that good stuff. Share the video. Share the video. Please share the video. Share the video. I don't know. JD Vance hosting Charlie Kirk show. And if Gavin Newsom thinks that in 2028 we as a community will be voting for him, he has another thing going. Just because he's not tough on crime in California, or that Trump is so bad, oh, we're going to vote for whoever they put in the Democrat seat. No, that's not how it goes. The Democrats are doing absolutely nothing for black people at the moment. They haven't been doing nothing for black people forever. And just because Trump is bad doesn't mean in 2028 we're going to automatically vote for you again. You might get even less votes in 2028. I don't know if Gavin Newsom just thinks he's just going to get the black vote in 2028, but that's not how it works. Where are the tangibles? What are you doing for us now? What's going on? All we see you guys doing is stepping for illegal immigrants. JD Vance, the Republican Party, white people, if they want to vote for that guy, let them go do it. But as far as whoever they put in a Democratic seat, us black people will be staying home if we don't get tangibles or something out of that election. I saw Dr. Umar say we can't celebrate Charlie being gone. To Dr. Umar, I say, shut up. Dude, where's the school? You have 2 baby mamas. You're obese. You're always in a car. You have no house. The Charlie Kirk thing is the last thing you should be talking about when it comes to us. No school, no relationship with 2 of your baby mamas, no relationship with both your kids. You're obese. You have no house, no apartment. You're always in a rental car. You look like you're on something. Dr. Umar, please don't tell us to not criticize Charlie Kirk or to not be happy that another racist is gone. Please don't do that. You sound stupid, dude. You're already in hot water for taking all that money and producing no school. We don't need you talking about any of this. I can't believe I saw that and I was like, wow, like, no way is he talking to us like this. You got black Christians telling you can't talk about Charlie Kirk in a negative way. You can't criticize him. Black Christians are so annoying. Like, they just do not get it a lot of the times. They just don't get it. Like, this Christianity thing for with us in the middle in the black community, like, do black Christians not realize the Jesus you're praying to and the Jesus white people pray to, those are two different Jesuses. The Jesus you pray to, he's inclusive, he includes everyone, he loves everyone, he sees everyone as a part of the human race. The Jesus white people pray to, he's not inclusive, he's only for white people, and he's gotten them the White House, colonization, America, resources, funding, and this land. That's two different, saying the same thing, but you mean two different things. Like, black Christians will really tell you, hey, don't criticize Charlie Kirk. Hey, don't talk down on him. Hey, turn the other cheek. Why do we as black people always have to take the higher road? Why can't we criticize this racist that's gone? Why can't we criticize this guy that said Jim Crow was better for black people? You had it better in Jim Crow. Jim Crow was better for black people. Why can't we criticize that guy? Black Christians are so annoying. They just don't get it, and they're so annoying. And they're in denial. But anyway, I gotta go. This was a great episode. I hope you enjoyed. I'm gonna share the video, like the video. Prince Dear Love live from planet Earth.